Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video I will compare and rank 3 different under eye correctors. I had to refilm that intro because I have deleted the footage of 1 minute and couldn't recover it. So the Nessie that is going to continue with the video is sick and has a very weird voice, which gets better throughout the video because she has discovered that drinking tea actually helps a lot with the voice. And before we jump into the topic, as usual, give this video a like, it helps with the algorithm here. Of course, if you like the content, there is tons of work behind the scenes. Subscribe to my channel for more beauty content and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. So let's get started. Before I start the review, I want to say a word on under eye circles. Under eye circles are not skin discoloration. I tried to lighten up my under eye area by using tretinoin. It got also lighter, I would say 20% lighter, but the under eye circles still remained. And the reason is that we don't have fat between our blood vessels and our skin under the eyes, so that the blood vessels are basically shining through this very thin skin in the under eye area. So there are basically 2 options to eliminate under eye circles. One is to get a hyaluronic acid injection, and the other one is just to camouflage it with a good corrector and concealer and a good setting powder on top of it. So I have chosen the demonstration of route number 2 for this video. So when testing the correctors, I first applied my sunscreen to my under eye area, then I went and applied one of the correctors on top. I have then topped that corrector with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and have set my under eye area finally with the Laura Mercier under eye setting powder to see whether the darkness in my under eye area is still shining through. So let's go over to the ranking. So on place number 3 I have the K-Beauty Skinfood Salmon Dark Circle Concealer Cream. It was a mouthful. This comes with 10 grams of product. Compared to the other 2, which have only 2 grams of product or 1.5 grams of product, this is great value for money. This has only 2 shades. I have shade number 2, which is the darker shade. And compared to the other 2 correctors, this is the lightest. So the shade somehow is very decisive when it comes to how well a corrector camouflages your under eye area. So therefore I wish they would have much more variety. Among all the correctors, this is the creamiest, and when you look at the ingredients list, you can also see why. There are tons of moisturizing agents in, such as glycerin and salmon egg extract, which is a moisturizing agent as well as an antioxidant. But this corrector does not smell like salmon. It has fragrance in it, says the ingredients list, but I could not smell a specific scent honestly, so it smells very neutral. So when I applied this generously in the morning to my under eye area, it was okay-ish, but I could see how the darkness here in this area was shining through. And during the day I have observed how the darkness in my under eye area would more and more become visible. In my view, the reason is because this corrector is very creamy. So that's the problem with creamy correctors and concealers, that their staying power suffers somewhat the more creamier it gets. So I recommend this corrector to anyone with lighter skin and who does not have much darkness to cover in their under eye area. And if you have some fine lines, this is also very helpful because it settles less into fine lines. But if you have a lot of darkness going on, this will be too light for you. So on place number 2 I have the Bobbi Brown corrector. This comes with 1.4 grams of product in a very beautiful and sleek packaging. It is very travel friendly. I have it in shade Bisque, but the beauty of these correctors is that it comes in 18 shades. So that's really great if you are a woman of color, so you can go and choose the perfect shade for you. Among all the 3 correctors, this is the least creamiest or driest, so that the staying power is rather good. So compared to the Skinfood corrector, this is definitely better. And overall, Bobbi Brown has delivered here a solid product. So if you have huge under eye circles, you can go and get the perfect shade for you from their shade range, and this corrector will just deliver. And it was more successful in camouflaging my under eye area than the Skinfood concealer. So therefore I put this on place number 2. But I could still see some darkness shining through very slightly, and this is why I have put it on number 2 and the other one to come on place number 1. On place number 1 I have Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Vanish Corrector. This comes with 2 grams of product and has 4 shades, so I have it in shade 2 medium. When it comes to the creaminess, I would say it's in the middle of the Bobbi Brown and the Skinfood. And among all the correctors, this has the darkest shade. And in my view, it's also the most pigmented. So I have identified 3 criteria during my experiment when a corrector is promising. One is the creaminess. It shouldn't be too creamy, otherwise the staying power is altered. Number 2 is the shade. It needs to be the right shade for your under eye area to neutralize that discoloration there, or to neutralize that darkness there. And thirdly, it is the pigmentation. The more pigmented, obviously, the better the coverage is. So when I applied Charlotte Tilbury's corrector, basically my under eye area vanished as she promises. So for me, this is the winner of the show here, although I must also say that I use the Bobbi Brown and the Charlotte Tilbury correctors interchangeably. So they are very close to each other. I don't know whether it's the color that this one is darker, the Charlotte Tilbury corrector, but in general they are very similar. So let me know down below which one is your favorite corrector. Until we see each other next time, stay healthy and safe. Take care. Bye.